First, it's time for me to just relax and sit back and just have fun. Wemi Majabi is here, and she's a cognitive behavior therapist, and she's dissing me this morning. But I'm wearing boots, so I'm feeling like
American. They're feeling American.
I'm feeling American. I'm feeling it. Wemi Mo, good morning. No, this morning you're looking like a school teacher.
Yes, because I'm here to talk to you.
Can't you see what she's just like this. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm well. I'm
Please
fine.
tell me that our car has come.
Yes, it's back.
Hallelujah.
So I'm happy. We hope it functions well.
It's not that one now. It's the other one that we are hoping for.
It will come.
We are hoping for that one
That new one.
that one that will be climbing like this. You know, they used to climb one car like this. You know that type.
Okay.
The upstairs car.
The upstairs car. Not that one. The upstairs car. Welcome to the Bumper Breakfast. We're talking
Morning.
about recognizing negative emotions this morning. And this girl, she's an expert at emitting negative emotion.
Which of the
She's
girls? She or
She's an exporter of emotion, negative and positive.
But at least
She's
it's
a
recognized.
recognizer. She can recognize it. So you people should be.
You know, there's a
do
difference
your thing.
between
Let me just sit back and relax.
someone emitting it or staying around a negative emotion and not recognizing it.
Of course, yes.
So recognizing it is where your power is.
have power.
Yeah. So basically, emotions are really about hormones. Okay, and hormones generally are just chemical messengers. So for us as human beings, we emit hormones at different times. Okay, there's every possibility you are carrying different emotions at the same time, but you must be able to identify what exactly is going on with me, because a lot of people, a lot of us, we carry emotions and we are not aware of it. And the ability we have to carry negative emotions is the same ability we have to carry
the
positive
positive
emotions.
ones.
So recognizing it is where your mastery is, where your ability, the control, where your power is. So when you see someone who is able to manage some situation, he or she is not a superstar. Okay, it is the ability to recognize that this hormone is not, or this emotion is not what I need for this situation, basically. So that's where it is. So and you know, emotions are complex, really, for those who don't understand it, and they are actually, it involves a lot of biological and physiological process that goes on within us. Now when you are excited, okay, there is a particular hormone that erupts with it. When you are unhappy, there's a particular hormone, and you can only figure it out by what you feel. So
At that point in
per
time.
time, you must be able to say, what am I feeling? How is this person making me feel? Okay? How is this situation making me feel? This environment is sending a signal to me. How is my feeling responding to this environment? So it is about you, and that's how you will be able to select your battles. So you are not fighting everything and you are picking everything, responding to everything, reacting to everything. No, you must tell what's my brain picking and what is my thought connecting to. Because if our brains and our thoughts connect to something, our reaction will produce the results, usually. So when you remember the video that is viral right now, okay, we only see the result. There is a brain, generation that connects to a thought that brought about a reaction. And usually we carry loads of emotions that we have been piling up. You're piling it up. So somebody will be a trigger and then you just go overboard. So don't get yourself to the point where you explode. Okay? Before you get to that point, track and recognize your feelings.
Track and recognize.
Yes. Because the ability to carry both negative and positive is in us. We are the neutralizer. We are the one in the middle.
Where does spirituality come in all of this? Because then you're supposed to not feel or encourage the negative feeling because of some measure.
One thing
of
I want us to
spiritual-
know is, okay, Spirituality is okay if you believe in it, but you need to ask yourself, has spirituality helped me control, tame the negative feelings? Now the question you should ask yourself is, what are really these negative feelings? Okay, sad feeling, okay, feeling of dissatisfaction, hatred, jealousy, okay, when you just suddenly become overly irritable. Those are negative feelings. And the truth is, I have personally dealt with people who are spiritual, and I can recognize those things in them. So what we're saying is,
I think
you must.
the more physically they show that they're spiritual, the more sad and depressing.
It is well.
I don't know.
Okay, a negative feeling
I can
has
just
a way.
picture somebody in my head, and I'm just asking the question.
Okay, we're not judging anybody. I'm mentioning anybody's name.
Did I say I'm mentioning your name?
We're looking into ourselves. We're x-raying us. And
So-
one thing these negative feelings make, it begins with you. It's not usually about the other person.
How you transmit,
How
what
you
transmit.
It's from you. That's why you must track it. You must be able to tell that I have started to feel this thing. So also is positive emotions. I have started to feel happy. All right? I think I feel good around you. I think, okay, don't say I think you make me feel good. Nobody can make you feel it if you don't carry it. It's from you. The only thing the person does is the person creates, help you, find
This
you.
you just said something that nobody can make you feel good. But we have some set of people that no matter what, they don't feel good
Okay.
themselves.
All right. I said earlier that we all carry this negative and positive emotion. Now, it's not as if we don't have people who could step on it and then boost it, either the negative or the positive. But I'm saying that nobody puts that feeling in you.
It's from you.
It's from you. So I now have the capacity, depending on the kind of emotion I emit, to help you boost it.
Encourage it.
Do you get it? And that's why
Give
people
life.
who live in abusive environment, with time, the negative emotion will be boosted. And that's what they emit. People who live in sweet and affectionate environment, with time, the positive emotion will be boosted and you emit it. So you must recognize what you carry and what is propelling what you're carrying, and match it with your result.
Let's talk about children.
Yeah.
I saw your post on Facebook yesterday, and one thing I just took away from the first 3 lines is the fact that children carry emotions.
Yes.
Most times we do not recognize these emotions, or we do not pay attention
to it.
to these emotions. Now, as an adult, you can afford to say, I can afford to say, I want to recognize the emotion that I'm emitting at this time, particular time. But as a child, the child does not know what he's feeling. Most times, my son says to me, "Mommy, I'm sad." And I'm like, "Why are you sad?" "Grandma did not allow me to watch cartoon." And I'm like, just because grandma did not allow you to watch cartoon, okay, so if you play with your toys, would you feel better? No. So how do you want to feel better? So I'm like, okay, come, let's gist. So after gisting a while, then he says, "Mommy, I think I'm feeling better."
Okay.
So I see that they play around with these words. I'm sad, I'm happy, I'm excited. Not necessarily an interpretation of what they feel, but how then, as a parent, do you recognize the real emotions of your
As
child?
a child advocate, there is no child that does not know what he or she feels.
Okay.
If a child comes to you and say, "I am sad," then that child is sad. Yes. You see, we should, I was actually going to get there, that we should all have the heart of a child. It's a child who tells you expressively what they feel, and that's what they feel. He or she may not have the right word to explain it, but the child will tell you, "This is what I feel." Now, if as an adult you do not have an understanding of what you are liable to feeling. You may not be able to decode what the child is trying to pass on to you. And that's why there is no child, okay, who has the ability to hold on to positive or negative emotion for so long a time without the help of an informed adult around them. You see a child, now for example, let me use the word, growing up for me, if I felt, I'm feeling this way, I knew I was feeling this, but I can't go to my mother to say I'm feeling this way. Because I remember if you ever, try it, you may get a response that will further dampen you or make you look like I'm feeling this way. You are telling me like as if our own is more than my own. Do you get it?
Our own is more important than
Do
your
you
own.
get it? So the truth is, we need to start recognizing what children feel. Now, if a child walks up to you and says, "This is what don't push it aside. Don't trivialize it or dampen it and say, I'm thinking of how to pay your school fee. You're telling me you're feeling
sad.
No, a child is, a child has a right to feel. Okay? But it is now the responsibility of the adult to help the child understand what they feel and how to appropriate it, and then not to stay too long in that feeling. But if you are not informed, you may not be able to help the child.
What about young ladies?
Wow, young ladies.
You know why I say young ladies? Because majority of growing young ladies, so let me just say
let's
young
say
ladies,
young adults.
let me just say between the age of 16 and 23.
Oh,
The age where they feel all sorts of
you
emotional.
see, within that age bracket, okay, from the age you have mentioned, the adolescent, the young adult, the youth, they have a lot of hormones and feelings erupting at the same time. Okay, and that's why they themselves do not understand themselves. And within that age bracket, one of the things they have to deal with is identity. Okay, they want to attach what they feel to what they see without having to understand why they feel the way they feel. And one of the things I like to say is, adolescent, the young adults, okay, the feelings don't last. And that's what we need to help them understand. You will feel it. You will feel like it. But if you could just hold it for a while, okay, there's every likelihood you master it, and the feeling will no longer gain control and push you into, doing things that are out of this world. Okay, so we need to let them understand that they have to recognize it. Different feelings, but a lot of them have been left to themselves to run their lives. So they run as the hormone runs. They run as the feeling runs.
They've been directed anyhow, tossed up and down.
You name them. They have not been helped to understand what feelings are, what hormones are, and the intensity of what they feel within that age bracket.
How then do we deal with this negative emotions? Peradventure, you recognize that you continue to find yourself depressed or maybe sad or with passing emotion. In the morning you're happy, in the afternoon you're sad, in the evening you're not even sure what you feel. You just want to go to bed. You are depressed. People can't stay around you. How do you deal with
Number one, deal with yourself first with empathy. See, you will feel it. That's what we're saying. You will feel sad. You will feel rejected. You will reject yourself. Okay? You will feel those negative feelings. You will feel jealous. You will feel hatred. Because those things are there. All right? So when they come up, recognize them. This thing is coming. All right? Then tame it immediately. All right? So what I say is that, and then don't blow things out of proportion. Don't make it look like you are condemning yourself. You are a bad person, you are evil, and then you begin to speak to your emotion to play out on your words. Because one thing I tell people is your emotions have ears. They go based on what you tell them to do, where you ask them to go. Okay, Mr. Emotion, I know you feel sad, but this is what I want you to do. Be happy. All right? Mr. Emotion, I know you are feeling the feeling, but no, you are not allowed to express it. And you will discover that with time, your cognitive feeling and everything will match. And you just discover that the feeling is there, but it's not active. All right? Then try to be reasonable. Accept that bad feelings are occasional. It's not all the time you feel the good ones, and it's not all the time you feel the bad ones. It's occasional. And the fact that you felt good today doesn't mean you will feel good tomorrow. So they come in and they leave. But you are the one to identify what you feel per time, basically. Then try and use pleasant activities on yourself. Me, I will go to that zone. The zone of, find true love. Show love.
I know my sister.
But
Real lover. Because
Oh my God.
you see,
They
things
say you should
all
find love.
over, things around us, everybody is edgy, everybody is harsh, everybody is telling you gas is 10,000. Don't come to my, no. There is that thing. It's a general thought and it's a general feeling. It's the reality. But you can choose what you choose to allow, to dwell on. So still express yourself. Chill out. Find people to connect
it's
with.
expensive to chill out.
It's expensive, but there are other ones that you can. There are places you could go to. Just a bottle of drink will make you feel good with a friend or friends, and you must be in love. Because love,
I have a particular
love has a
question.
way of bringing out the real home, real love, not all those.
Then how do you find real love?
Can you
Be
even
the one, go yourself.
that is expressing the
that
love?
is full of you.
I think we should
But
have
we
a
have
topic.
people, but we have people, express
should
the
have
love, the real
relationship
love, and they are
experts.
not lucky to, find real love.
But let me ask you a question. So the
That's
two of
another
you,
topic for
next week, you're going to deal with it. So both of you should notice how to find true love, real love.
You must be it, feel it, then
So
show
both
it.
of you should come and talk about how to find
But
real
some
love
people
tomorrow.
say
I
when
will
December is
gladly-
around the corner, real
Yes,
love are
so-
not real. Don't worry, you will find it in January. Just prepare your heart.
It will come around anyway, don't worry. As the closer you get to Christmas, the closer the love. will
Just
get.
do the real thing, but love yourself more, basically.
All right, we've been talking about recognizing negative emotions on the Bumper Breakfast, and of course, our guest this morning, Wemi Moadebi, has been telling us quite a lot. Let's take this break and bring Yinka Kenny back so that she can tell us who she's in love with at this point in time. Because these people want to talk about love, and me, I am just the umpire.
I'm
in
in
the
love with
middle.
myself.
Wemi Mo, I know you're in love with yourself. Thank you very much.
I love myself, but I want true love too.
Let's take a break. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Bumper Breakfast. Yinka Kenny, who are you in love with?
I love me,
I know, but I need you to tell everybody in the world
that.
that
Don't
who
put me
you
on
love.
the spot. Oh.
So you don't love me.
If
You don't love me again.
I begin
You don't
to
love
say all
me
the
again.
people I love
No,
now,
tell me that you love me.
I love you.
It's only she that she loves. She's very selfish with her love. I know the people
I
love
love
me,
her. I love you. I love you so much.
but I know you love yourself first.
I love myself.
Because you must love yourself to be able to love me correctly. So for those who love me this morning, so it's my period of receiving gift of love. I want to give out my account number so that the two of you can give me money. We need to go on the Bumper Breakfast this morning. What do you think?
Okay, talking about this love issue, I think we should be more intentional about loving ourselves. A lot of times we say we love ourselves, but we are not intentional about it. My name is Yinka Kenny.
Yes, I just want to say to you all this morning that do not be at the mercy of your emotions. Enjoy it and try as much as possible to dominate your emotions. I am Miriam, okay? The only covetous lady that needs no validation.
Is this curves, oh? This curves on the Bumper Breakfast. On Wednesday, they kill me with curves. I am the slimmest person on this table. I'm the only one with the moderate size body.
But beautiful.
But I love myself. And I love these two ladies to bits and pieces. But I need to tell them bye-bye. I'll tell you too bye-bye. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.